It is March 17, 2025. Today is interesting. Just popped in to say hi. Still alive. Thank goodness. Um, Very tired. See on my face. It's been a good day, but a long day. The only message I'm going to give is the one I got myself. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. And this is a hard lesson we have to learn. Yes, I'm going to cry a little, but it's okay. It's part of me being honest. If you want to be a person that takes care of others, in any context, community, friends, family, anyone, and that can include your animals that are family and friends. You really have to take care of yourself. Right now, I'm contemplating ways of doing that. So I'm taking 5 minutes out of the only 5 minutes I have of the day before I have to go back on, do what I have to do, and take care of others again. Out of a 24-hour day, I get maybe 4 to myself. Love you too, honey. And that one's the reason why I can do this for 5 seconds. I get about 4 hours to myself a day if I'm lucky, and for many people that's enormous. The difference is when I have to do for the rest of those 20 hours is constant, complete presence. And that is mentally and emotionally exhausting. And energetically taxing. Channeling doesn't do it. Reading for people doesn't do it. I can be on here for 3 hours and not be taxed. But this does. And I do it out of pure love because it's unconditional and I want to do it. But it's exhausting. So what I'm trying to really say is, when you have 2 minutes to yourself, take it. If it's doing your nails, silly as brushing your teeth, taking a 5-minute shower if you can, putting your feet up. I mean, anything. Do it. Because you don't know. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to put bad, ideas and heaven forbid things that are, no, none of that stuff. I'm just saying you don't know when you have any moments to yourself, and it's just truth. It's just what it is right now. Not just politics, but personal life. Things are getting more complicated. So most likely your personal life and your politics are, hi, gorgeous. Hello, warrior girl. Your politics and your real life and your social life and your family life and everything is probably now kind of either caving in, falling apart, moving in all directions. Find your inner self. That's right, honey bunny. What's this? Hello, P4. I think it's an I or a 1. I'm just gonna call it 41. I can't really see very well. Thank you for being here. It's more of a, you just gotta take care of yourself somehow, and that is my crutch. I like the worst possible thing I could do. I was raised not to take care of myself first. No, was take care of everyone else, and that was more culture than family. So I was the one that took care of everyone. I'm the middle child. Yeah, Leah, you could say what you want. Marshall. But I never had Marshall issues. I had nobody cared for me issues. So I took care of me when I had the moments, and I had to hide my life from most of my family in my life. And now I get to have moments that are mine. Sorry, I'm switching hands because it kind of hurts. And I'm finding that it's wonderful to create my own life and to do what I need to do for myself. But I also know what I am to certain people. I'm everything, and they're everything to me. So I have to do that in about an hour and a half, give or take, and go back on. Like it's going to clock in, clock out. I clock back in about an hour and a half if I'm lucky. So what I'm saying is, this is not an easy time. Take your time, take a deep breath, find what you want, do what makes you better as a person, as a whole human being. And if it means baby steps, and I mean tiny steps, do that. If you have to start from scratch, like I have to right now, go. But you can do this. Politics are politics, people are people, concepts are concepts, things, belief systems are belief systems. Whatever it is, please find the thing that makes you happy. Do the best you can with whatever is possible. No matter how things seem and they're just so difficult to look at and you're going, oh my goodness, what in the world? You know what? Do what you can do. Look at it and say, what can you do out of the situation as opposed to what can't you do out of the situation? And I know this sounds like, who the hell are you telling anyone to do anything? I'm not. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And our situation, which I'm not going to go into because it's very personal, shows me many contradictions to the solutions that I actually want to keep. And I'm not finding that I have the solutions and they're not applicable. Because there's so many pros and cons to each solution. And some of them have way too many cons that can actually make the situation worse. And that's not fun. So what do you do then? You look at the situation and you see where you can work with it and what can be done and where you can add more and either replace it with something else. Take a moment, breathe, put your feet up, anything. Walk in the garden, get some fresh air, look at the stars. Say hi to a tree. I know. Anything you want, but have some fun. I don't get political here because I don't believe in politics. I believe in social behaviors. And I think we as humanity are growing, and we need to replace certain beliefs with new ones, and we're going to do that right now. It's going to hurt. And it's going to be big. But we're the ones paving the road ahead for everyone else in the future. Every step you take now that is either uncomfortable, truly frustrating, sets the path forward for someone else to say, hey, there's a path, maybe we can take this. You can find some peace of mind through this path and be the role models for others. So I don't know if this helps anyone, but if it does, I don't know, I saw 9 people and down to 4. That's fine. Whoever came, didn't come, came through, went back, that's wonderful. Thank you. You didn't have to be here in the first place, so I appreciate you for even the 2 minutes. All I know is the world is about to change. It's a short message on purpose, but it's about, let's just say the ground is going to come up, and we're going to have to rebuild on top of it. We have to be ready for that, and we have to be the leaders of that. So if you can, do the best you can with that. But we're the ones making the change. We're the ones creating the path forward. We're the ones being the leaders. So if we can do that, then it's a better future we have for all of humanity and our future generations to come. As our excellent Indigenous family throughout the world, wherever you are, whomever you are, they always have that belief. At least I've heard in so many ways. I don't know the number, but somehow anywhere from 4 to 7 generations back and 4 to 7 generations forward. And we have to preserve this world for others. We are in the in-between the 2 eclipses. You're right, warrior girl. And that's exactly what I'm feeling, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I think you got what I'm talking about. So we need to find what works best for all of us, individually, So we can be so powered up and so charged with such positive energy that no matter what's coming at us, we can find solutions, no matter what the solution is. It doesn't mean you have to like the solution, like I don't. But you got to work with it, modify it. And once it's tweaked and fixed, then everything starts to work in a better pattern. Yeah. That's right. She just something funny. I love it. She's absolutely right. We are all unique. And because of it, we have to find our unique code, stamp, information. The help is out there. Star Family is completely showering us with energy and codes and help and love and everything. We just have to find a way to quiet enough. And that means just doing nothing for like a minute and you can still receive it. Like you could be taking a shower. I know it's personal, sorry. But when you're in a shower, you're in your own quiet space, right? It's very private. You could do it there too. And that's all I'm saying. Find the quiet. Receive the messages, receive the love, receive the information, the wisdom, everything that is already there. And all we have to do is use it. But how do you use it? Wisely. And you'll know how. Oh yeah, water is definitely a conduit, my dear. Water and plasma. That's all I can say. And it really helps. So if you're outdoors, great. If you're indoors, fine. If you're with friends, if you don't have a lot of friends, fine. Just know that you are loved and you are supported. And just find that piece that you could try to make something better out of the situation. Not just for yourself, for everyone else. And now this is the time again. But I'm saying go deep within, not shallow. What is that? Lots of people naturally channel while they're taking a shower. Yeah. And they don't realize it is exactly right. Because when you're in a shower, the water is a healer. You drink water, it's a healer. You consciously drink water, your whole body gets refreshed. It's an amazing thing. And it's exactly what I'm talking about. So just drinking water, taking a shower, have a cup of tea. I mean, the simple things in life are so beautiful. That's all we need. That's it. Nothing else. And before we go, I can see Warrior Girls making comments. Do you have any question for me before I go? Because, sorry, darling, I'll get really tired. I have to start getting ready for bed and get the boy. Yes, plus we're in the moment, being present. Exactly. When you're in the shower, you're completely present. And imagine being present 20 hours of a day. Yeah. I mean that. 20. It's not an exaggeration. So, constantly present. No, you can't think of any questions, honey. Okay, love. No problem. It's just to check in, really, because I know a lot of people are going through things right now. And I know Florida's, I was not sure. I was told, my husband told me that Florida was having a hurricane or tornado or something. I'm sorry to anyone there. My heart goes out to you and your family and friends, because I have family down there and friends, so please be safe. There was apparently a cyclone here in Australia, but we're in Melbourne at the bottom. So I think he was somewhere near Brisbane or maybe up north more. Happy to see you too, love. And it's, yeah, Queensland, my husband's saying, Queensland. So yeah, it's more north, it's more the East Coast. We're at the bottom. It's like, think of Australia like a rectangle, more or less than a circle, like a weird oval, and we're at the bottom part of it, with the tip, with the East Coast. So we actually have kind of a curve, so most of those things don't hit us right away. We had a tornado touchdown yesterday in central New York. Yeah. Ooh. No one, okay, no one was hurt. That's good. Good. See, it's strange. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like all this, you think, what in the, how? Change the energy. Just put yourself in a positive field of energy, and that in turn literally changes everything. And it sounds silly, but it works. It really works. If enough people in an area decide that they want, let's say, tsunami not to hit, for example, or a hurricane not to be so impactful, you put it out there and say, no, we're going to be safe, we're safe. You keep saying we're safe, we're safe. You think it doesn't do anything, but it does. It's your mindset that puts out that energy beacon. That beacon then spreads and spreads throughout. Everyone feels it, and everybody knows what you're saying. It's pretty damn cool. And it can, and it has stopped many natural disasters from being complete catastrophes. So, sorry for my handshaking. um, but yeah, this is the beginning. I think also, when I was listening to Crying a while ago, 2013, 13 was the beginning of a 36-year cycle. I'm so bad at math right now. I'm usually 2012 to now. My brain just went to blah. No, it's 12 this year. We're almost done with. We're close to the end of the 18-year marker. Yeah, so the 18-year marker would be 2030. I'm guessing. So we're almost there. 2028, 2030, and a lot of predictions are being made for that time. But that means what path we lay now is the most important thing that we see in the years to come by 2030. 2028 to 2030 is a marker. I've been hearing it everywhere, feeling it everywhere, seeing it everywhere, and receiving the message. The reality is, though, we have to be the ones to decide what that looks like. So if we want things to be positive, forward thinking, not taking advantage of AI, but using it for the right reasons, not taking advantage of technology, but using it in the right places for the right people, in the right technologies, in the right industries, for that matter, then we have a better chance of succeeding in becoming a peaceful, united, unity-conscious community that doesn't think of using the tools we have for destructive tools like weapons and, let's just say, destructive weapons. You know, I don't have to go into details on that. I think it's understood. So we need to find better ways, but we have to be conscious of it and how we do it and where we do it and who has what power in the future. So if you could find, excuse me, I was burping. So if you could find a better way, now's the time to create it. Think about it. Plan it. Work with others. Collaborate. A geneticist should work with a physicist. An artist should work with an engineer. I mean, hey, I'm an artist and have a head for an engineering. You have to think outside of the box and imagine the box never existed. And all we have are intimate connections of energetic cords, let's just say. And we're all interconnected, and somehow we have some exquisite value that we can give to someone else, and their exquisite wisdom can come to us. And we can make that happen. But it has to be done in the right way. It goes back to self-care. It's like I keep being reminded. I heard a reading from, I was directed to a reading for Virgo, because I'm a Virgo. If your cup isn't running over, like in the, you're craving the ace cards, right now, because I am. Yes, the box is actually made of cardboard. Cheap cardboard, exactly right, warrior girl. And I've the card that you picked up, she's like, yeah, you're craving that cup, that overflowing cup with the hand of source and spirit, as we call it. But you know what? It's just not coming, is it? So what are you gonna do? Sit back, find a better way, take a deep breath, and fill it yourself. Tiny baby step at a time. And that reading was spot on. It's beyond my control what's going on. I'm going to say it's health issues, not, thank goodness, dire, but enough that it just adds to the other parts we already had. So it's just more like a lifestyle thing that's very exhausting and very hard, and long-term goals are now going to be very much different and modified. And some restricted, unfortunately, and it's beyond my control again. And that breaks my heart. So what do I do then? I have to refill my cup and have it overflow so others can actually thrive. So by making these videos, I can do that. And by talking to people, I can do that. And by trying to help, I can do that. Oh, a sincere thank you to Harley in our community. She did privately text me to see if I'm safe here in Australia. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's kind of why I'm doing the video. Yes, I'm still here. Thank you so much, though. That was really beautiful of you. My husband appreciated it, too. Can't really think of anything else. But we do need to find other solutions to situations we thought we had solutions for, is what I'm basically saying. Think differently. Get the, if you want the tarot cards, Hanged Man. Knock yourself out. I'm hearing in my head, Hanged Man. I get pictures. Hermit. High Priestess. Oof, and I got the Queen of Swords. And she's not to mess with. It's not just mental and emotional and whatever. She is, she's no nonsense. She'll cut through to the point and get to what she needs to. And she'll still sit on that throne and stare at you and say, are you done now? But she'll do it lovingly like a woman. Not every woman is. But she'll do it nurturing, like most of us have. That nurture. So that's what we need to do. Nurture ourselves. Nurture others. Find some peace. And this gets easier. Like Shiva. Nice one, husband. Husband came up with a good line. All right, so any questions or comments before I go? Any thoughts? And if not, we're good. And it's just wonderful to see you guys. And thank you, Warrior Girl, beautiful, for being here. And thank you, the other person, P41, I think it was. Thank you for being here. That was lovely. Thank you for just popping in. That's great. I appreciate it so much. I will be more positive. I will have more energy later. It's just 10:30, 10:45 at night. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning. And I'm glad you did. I'm really glad you made it. And all I'll say is I am a formal carer for someone I really care for. And it's a daily 24-hour-a-day job. And we have to make sure that every day and every moment is safe for this individual. And we love them very much. Like I love you guys. That's why I wouldn't do it. Otherwise I wouldn't make these. So I hope that helps. In any way. I really hope that helps. This is a full blood moon lunar eclipse. We had was, sorry, my glasses are not on the, now I can read it. It's all about connecting with our ancestors and clearing up ancestral karma. Connect with yours. Yes, that's exactly it. Hey, spot on, Warrior Girl, spot on. Told you have so much wisdom. You have no idea. It's exactly right. And that's the truth. And that's what we're doing. Plus, it was in Virgo, I know, which is all about the earth, roots, and ancestors. Exactly. And also, as much as people don't like Virgos, we're organization. Yes, we have Mercury, but we also have Saturn. Just remember that. I was born under Neptune, but dude, we got Saturn. And not everyone appreciates Saturn, I'm sorry, but we're good that way. Saturn keeps things in order, keep things copacetic, kind of chill. We weed things out. We're the weeders. We take all the things that are no longer necessary out. But we do it so delicately that you won't know. And I'm married to Cancer. My husband's a Cancer. So we're actually a good match, believe it or not. Cancers and Virgos do work. Virgos like to nurture, Cancers like to be nurtured. And in turn, vice versa, where the Cancer needs to be nurtured, can be more nurturing, the Virgo needs to be nurtured. So it's quite lovely. She goes, ah, that's why you two, yeah, why you so, oh, okay. Bet that why your duality, like Gemini or Pisces. Ah, yes. My husband's mother is a Gemini? We kind of are a power couple. My husband actually has a gift like me. Like he predicted grabber. I call him pussy grabber. Just everyone deal. He said grab him by the shush, right? So he said no, he'll win, but he said, but not really. He said he'll win, but not really. He said it just like that. And I was like, ah, okay, that makes sense. Because obviously it wasn't a real election. It was basically stolen as far as I'm concerned. But that's how he said it. And he said, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. And I thought, you're right. Doesn't. So he predicted the first time, he predicted this time. And, but he said it'll be fine in the end because once it's done, everything's burnt to the ground. Those that need help will get help, and those that won't realize what they did in their vote will, or their choices, or the decisions, their belief systems at the time, will then create a, they'll have to come to, like we're saying here, like this is a time in the eclipse for to deal with our ancestors and ourselves and our choices now, and this is what will come well up again. I think it was that great astrologer Andre, he goes on with Linda G all the time. I keep forgetting. I'm so bad. I haven't been time to watch anybody, so please do not be offended if I didn't get to see your videos. But something about the there's something coming. And when they realize the impact that they've had, these are the people that voted how they voted, not for Kamala, let's just say, or not for democracy for that matter. They voted for being either not realizing or watching the wrong media, or however they voted. It just wasn't clear-headed, you know, like they didn't see the signs like many of us did. The difference is they're going to get something coming. One of those great astrologers said it. I don't remember who it was. I'm so sorry. The community is so big that you guys are all so great. I don't remember who said it. So whoever said it, well done. But I don't remember. I'm just holding up the phone. There's a reality that what will come, kind of what my husband was saying when he said, you know, he won but he didn't, means they'll have that, you know, like Oprah says, aha moment, epiphany. That epiphany will come, but once the epiphany comes, it doesn't mean it's, you think we're uncomfortable. No. Oh no. The uncomfortable would be uncomfortable. And it'll be unbearable even for us to watch it sometimes. So, we also have to somehow find connections and compassion for those who make decisions that make our heart stop and wonder if these people had a pulse. Yes, I said it. Vedic astrology says we'll end up in a W, which is predicted both Ukraine and Palestine. Yeah, but those areas, see, I'm not going to go too deep into that, because I know why they're fighting in those areas. I can explain that completely. Life is full of twists. You just need to see where to walk. Thank you, my husband. Absolutely right. Those areas, those two areas, have been fought over. Can I just be blunt? I'm not going to go into the details or the weeds of any of it. I'm just going to say what the root of it is. There are so many resources, and I'm not shitting you, in those two areas alone in this part of the world those parts of the world between Ukraine. Ukraine is the breadbasket, and it has so many amazing minerals and resources. And it's the literal bridge. It's like the breadbasket. Think of the breadbasket in the United States, right? There's a breadbasket in the middle. There's a breadbasket for Europe and Asia, or Russia, Asia, Southwest Asia, which is Middle East, right? That's Ukraine. That's Ukraine, the Caucasus Mountains, Ukraine. Then you go a little lower and you have like, I'm so bad at geography right now, but you kind of going near Armenia, Georgia, the whole, Azerbaijan, the whole kind of area in that kind of genre. And now you're looking at, I think it's the Black Sea. Am I wrong? Caspian and the Black Sea. These areas have historically been fought after. Just they're just located in specific areas. She says, I was just adding to what you were sharing that Andre had shared on Linda G's channel. She said, I type slow. No, it's all good. You're right. You're good. You're a good worker, girl. Yeah, it's just those areas have been known. And then the area, I think it's the Mount of Olives, as they call them now. Don't remember now. All I keep seeing is the Tower of David in Jerusalem. The city of Jerusalem itself, whomever had it, whether it's the Mechanites, the Chickenites, the Pukanites, the Tickanites, the Ammonites, the whatevers, I don't care. The Canaanites, I don't care who had it. I'm not going into that. The reality is, though, under that area is an electromagnetic crystalline field that is so healing and so powerful and so ridiculously sought after. All I'm going to say, I can sense these things. Those things I sense greatly. And let's just say when not just humans were on the planet, but other than humans that were assisting humans, star friends, they took a form, but they didn't have to look human. Let me just tell you. And yeah, my husband's right in the Dead Sea. And that's the problem. The whole area. Yeah? The whole area. And that encompasses, let's say, even up to Lebanon. Top of Egypt. As far as the borders of Iraq, I would say. Yeah. And a little bit what we call Medea, ancient Medea. Yeah, where they found the Dead Sea Scrolls. That's exactly what I said in my head. My husband just read in my head. That's what I found the Dead Sea Scrolls. That area, it is so powerful. And it is so literally energetically vortexed. That's all I can say. I'm not allowed to say another word about that. But it is so powerful. It's like going to Hawaii and you go, why am I so happy here? Yeah, there's a reason. It's one of those spots in the world. Yeah, you go to Iceland in certain parts and you're like, oh my gosh, look at these volcanoes. I'm not kidding. It's amazing. This is what I mean. There's certain spots in the world that act as chakras, if you like, for Gaia, for Mother Earth. And that's one of them. And there's no mistake. It's located not far from an equator or the middle of the, you know what I'm saying. There's I think, what is it, 33 degree, I'm not sure, is it the 33 degree or something? There's something where all the pyramids are, hint, 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 that's all I'm going to say. Where all of them built right across, like Machu Picchu, I'm going, China, the whole thing. She said, my dad was born on the day the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered. That is so cool. But a lot of the Dead Sea Scrolls were burnt out of just spite, because they just didn't want a lot of them to be known. And in the Dead Sea Scrolls, a lot of the agnostics use the information that you found for Jesus' life there. And Mary, Magdalene, his wife, and his children. 2. Yeah, it's all there. They didn't want it exposed. That's the fun part. Sad, but fun. I can go on and on. I can tell you. I can go on and on. I'm being told I can't tell it all now because it's not the time. Everyone's like, come on, more. No, just a little bit at a time. And he goes, and she says, and then he had a massive near-death experience when the family tomb was discovered in 1981. Are you serious? Whoa. Warrior girl, I'm so curious. If your father wrote that down, ask him what it was like. Because I had a near-death experience. All I'll say is I had near-death when I was giving birth to my beautiful child. And I heard the things that I was literally that close to just going up. All I saw was light. I heard like angelic music. No joke, I heard it. And I was about to go and I got pushed back in. You've had too many. We need to talk, girl. Bring it on. Bring it on. You have my email. You know you can email me. We have mutual friends, my love. Please email me. We'll talk. Trust me, this is interesting. I like it. I'm so curious now. But the area alone has that power. So if you look at the pyramids that are in China, hint, hint. Yeah, they don't talk about them. Oh, you don't have my email. Loretta has it. And Betty has it from BJ's Esoteric Musings and Mother's Tarot practitioner. Now she's added that to it. If not, you can check my description on my page. Oh, I should say that. If you want my email, I'm such a putz. If anybody wants to email me, and I always say email me, go to the description in my page, and my email's there. There she goes. The pyramids in Mexico. Yep. So let me just say, there's so much out there. So much. Yeah. Yeah, give Loretta a text, honey. So this is the fun. So this is what I'm saying. And under these pyramids, like you think Egypt is the only area that has pyramids and like in a row. No. It's right across North Africa. We just have it hidden under sand. So, she goes, I was born a blonde. I always forget to look for peeps' emails on their picture. No, I forgot too. No, I'm the same. Like, I didn't think people would give an email address on those things. I'm like, they're like me. They're not going to reveal anything. So you're not. It's the same thing. You're not. Even if you're blonde, you're probably more intelligent than a lot of people. So don't even silly. It has nothing to do with your hair color. It has to do with your heart. And you have a beautiful one. You really do. You're so helpful to all of us, and we are so grateful to you. Thank you, Warrior Girl. Truly. The reality is, these pyramids were power stations. And communication, let's call them telephone poles. Thank you, love. So yeah. And then the silly ones made it into mausoleums and bullshit like that. We're like, oh, you're gonna put a mummy in there. No, that was later on. That's the Anunnakis. That's Anunnakis. No. Prior to that, though, beacons. And that's where they would call back and have connections back. And there are power stations for like cities. So you'd use crystals. Literal crystal. Okay, I'm gonna have to take it out again. They said, take out your necklace. I'm going to show you that little crystal on the end. You see that? Clear quartz. That started me over 26 years ago. And, they're like satellites. Sorry, I'm phoning this in my hand and it's moving. I'm so sorry. They are like satellite dishes, exactly. So if you wanted to like ET phone home. That's it. But also, it's a landing site. Most of them were flat. Like you notice in like Machu Picchu and in Mexico and all those places. And like Tech. Oh my gosh, in Mexico City. I'm so sorry. Precisely. There you go. Flat tops. I wonder why they're flat topped. Could something land maybe? Yes. And yes, it did. So, not every star friend and family member was very nice, nor did they have wonderful intentions. But for the most part, There were enough Star Family to fix the situation, to work through the situation, and to make it easier for humans, like being humans, give you a better chance to survive. And to be more whole like you were originally. Because we were modified. So, what I'm saying is, this is why we feel sad, tired, overdrawn, exhausted, which I am. But we have to fill our own glass. And if it means one drop at a time, like I have to, which I literally have to. And you might think that's exhausting, but no. You just take 5 minutes. You're fine. I just watched First Wives Club again. Laughed my ass off. It was so funny. Loved it. And I just saw Ivana Trump in there, and I was like, you know, honey, don't worry. We'll get you justice. Grounding definitely helps. I like Loretta's idea with the sandbags and put on your feet. I think they're fantastic. I haven't been able to do it yet because I have 5 million things to do prior. But things like that. Absolutely. Ground, that's what I mean by going for walks or just breathing. Like, honestly, the breathing is... Right? That's it. Through your nose. And it literally awakens all your senses. Ah, hello, darlings. My damaged divas are here. Hello, Marie. Oh, we feel you too. Thank you, guys. I honestly feel all the love you're sending from Cyprus. Thank you, my beautiful ones over there. Thank you, Marie. We're going to say, we are getting powerful energies showering down upon us. Yes, we need to send them down to the mother. Yes, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's if we're not calm, even for like just 5 minutes. And imagine since we're the light workers, imagine how much you can just take in within 5 minutes, and that gets sucked into the ground. And how beautiful could that be? Imagine how beautiful that is. Just a minute, 5 seconds, and it's like, it's not linear in codes. It is so not linear. It comes in like a massive chunk. And that chunk gets attached to you, and then you gets processed so quickly, and then you send it right down to Earth, and you're like, to Gaia, and you say, thanks. We definitely need you when you have to. Yes, I will definitely join you guys. I may, if I cut this short, I may be able to do with you guys soon before I put him to sleep. Now it's 11 p.m. I might give you 5 minutes before I go to bed. How's that? I could do that, Marie. No problem. But yeah, so I've babbled, but it's been a great conversation. I love the comments. You guys were very wise, and I appreciate it. I'm going to contact Marie and Tina from a Cosmic Crone conversation and see if they want to set up a time. Oh, don't worry. If you're not together now. Oh, okay, I'll call you anyway. My strength is not going to be any more than this, darling. I won't lie to you. I only have a tiny window, so if you want, we can work something out in a few minutes. Listen, thank you all for literally being here. Even this long, it was supposed to be 5 minutes now, 43 minutes. I babbled, but you listened, and I appreciate it. So like I said, I don't get political. I do believe we're all connected. And absolutely, WhatsApp very soon. And I honestly believe that truth, we're all related. Even you think your worst enemy is your best friend. So if you find someone you can't stand right now because they're being too divisive, because they can't really even see that, no matter how, like, I don't have to like someone who supports the KKK, but I have to know that they have a heart in there. And they were raised to believe this crap. Somehow. But they'll come out of it. One way or the other, whether it's in their body or not, they'll figure it out. And when they do, I'll still send them love in whatever form I'm in. Because that's what we're here to do. Unconditionally is exactly. So, we will figure this out. You have to have each other's backs, but you have to take care of yourself. And I'm doing the best I can. So, it is conditioning learned behavior, and it's exactly right. And that's where we have to get out of the weeds, people say, and find a better way through it. 100%. So, thank you all for being here. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And fill your glass. Fill it completely. You too. Namaste, my beautiful. This is see from the third eye to the heart. And I can't do because I have this in my left hand. So I'm going to do it from this way. Namaste. From my soul family to yours. Thank you. I love you guys. And I will see you now 45 minutes in. I'm going to stop talking. Thank you for being here. Email me. Look at my private message thing. A detailed description thing. There's there if you want to email me and ask me questions. And if not, you can put it under the video. Or you could share it. I don't mind. You don't have to subscribe. You want to subscribe. If you want to make a comment, go ahead. Be nice, though. Because I'm not one of those that takes any crap from nobody. So just remember that first and foremost. And aside from that, have a wonderful day. Thank you, guys. Mwah. Again, namaste. Okay, I'll see if I can turn this thing off without covering the camera. Yeah, I think so. Here we go. Now we got it.